Where'd I go?
I'm not quite sure what that was, but I'm pretty sure it was real. Hey guys, Bill here. Listen, we're gonna be doing something entirely different today because I got an email from Sarah Peltzer and she sent me the link to this webpage that's got kind of a little real or fake game on it. And basically her message was, look, you're always looking through this stuff. Why don't you go through this and let us see how many you get right, okay? Without having any of your experts or any research behind you, just to see how good you are. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna play this real or fake game. Now, I did look at the webpage just a little bit and it looks like it's a photo retouching website. And so this was a game that they put on there. So their orientation is gonna be a little bit different. But anyway, you ready? All right, let's go. Let's see what we got here. Let's go. Okay. All right. I've seen quite a bit of these come in, and I forgot the name of it, but it's on a finger. The size is real. The background, I would say, is probably not real, but I don't think that's not really an issue because the animal we're looking at ourselves is, I'm going to call it real. Let's see. Okay, got one. I'm 1 for 1. Okay, let's see what we can do here. All right, what do we got here? We got cows. Okay, I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty real to me. The cows in the back, where their feet go into the grass, that's definitely a little bit funky there. But the question is, why would anybody fake something like that? I mean, it's kind of pointless, right? So I'm going to call it real. Let's see. Nah, I knew it. They put those extra cows in the back, but I don't get it. Why would somebody do that? Maybe it has something to do with this website. I think, yeah, we got to be careful here because this website, they're only doing it for a contest. They're not doing it for some reason like try to create clickbait or something weird like that. So it's always important to remember what the motivation is. Like for this eagle here, like if you would change anything about this eagle, you would probably change its size and orientation to something else, or you would change its color for some reason, but I think it's real. Let's see. Ta-da! Okay, I got 2 right, 1 down. Okay, it looks familiar. I wonder if that's Monument Valley, you know, that famous place where John Ford used to shoot all his westerns with John Wayne. This looks real to me, although the water in the front, that doesn't look right. I'm gonna mark this one fake. Let's see. Whoa, we got that one wrong. Okay. Now they don't tell you why you get it wrong. That was wrong. Okay. So 2 for 2. 2 for 4. Okay, here we go. All right, now what do we got here? We got a polar bear. We got a polar bear holding a fish. It looks like that's a weird surface that he's laying on there. That's kind of gray. It's not like ice. It's not like rock. It kind of looks like a vinyl flooring or something like that. I don't know. But he's holding the fish. I would say that if somebody did something to this shot, it's probably the fish, because it doesn't make any sense that a polar bear would just be holding a fish. From what I know about polar bears, they grab the fish and they eat it. So unless this polar bear was seriously distracted, I would say somebody put that fish in there. And I can't get in close enough to do a study on it, so I'm just going to have to rely on the old intuition. I'm calling it fake. Let's see what happens. Ta-da! And it was the fish, just like I said. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so we're doing better now. Anyway, here we go. Now we got the Golden Gate Bridge, and we got a biplane flying underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. But from the orientation of this photo, Now, this is an area I'm really used to looking at, which we like to call forced perspective. Now, if you look at this plane, it is definitely closer to us than the first support tower for the bridge, which is not that far away. So the plane is actually too small in the shot. Whoever put it in there, they put it in, make it smaller. I don't know why they would do that, but I think maybe it's this website. It's just to show their skill. But this is definitely forced perspective. Calling it fake. Yeah. Yeah, well, they see, yeah, they put the plane in. They did show us that. Okay. All right. Next, we're looking at an owl. And I don't know what kind of owl this is. I don't know this particular species. I'm not a great owl expert. I would say the coat and everything is too difficult to do anything with. The eye color would be the suspect here, but I don't know what the point of that would be. I'm going to call this real. Yes! One more time. Okay. What do we got here? We got a peacock. It's got a very strange breastplate. That looks very odd. Almost as if it was planted in there. We've got the typical blurry edges to it where it goes dark, trying to make it look more like it's a part of the peacock. The head, peacocks have heads like that. Definitely the feathers, that's all normal. There might be some color alteration, but I don't think this particular website would be that, specific to call this a fake. So, but I'm going to call this one real. I don't know why, just instinct. Let's see. Ta-da! One more time. Oh, wow, look at this whale. All right, this whale is jumping out of the water. Now, again, I don't know specifically what kind of whale this is. Pacific right whale, it's kind of got those kind of colors. So I'm not sure. There's a seagull that looks like he's landed on his head while he's jumping out of the water. I mean, this is a logic issue. Because let's say the whale got some food or something, and he's coming up after he just caught this food, and the bird's trying to steal it from him. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. And if somebody's really corny enough to try to make it look like the bird's sitting on there, I'm going to say fake. Let's see. Yes, they put the bird in. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do we got here? We have a dog's face. And wow, this looks like two different species of dogs. Okay, the one on the left looks much more beagle-ish, and the one on the right looks much more pit bullish, if you know what I mean. So I think somebody in this case tried to merge these two species, which I see a lot. So I'm going to call this one fake. Oh, we got that wrong. They didn't tell us why we got it wrong. It just says you're wrong. Okay. So anyway, all right, messed that one. I don't know how that could be a real dog, though. It could be true. All right, now we got this church. I would say this is definitely Mexico, Central America, South America. It's got Spanish heritage written all over it. I would say this is probably normal, except for those red doors. It doesn't make any sense that the red doors would be that bright because the angle of the light is actually coming from kind of back and to the side, which means for any normal photograph, those doors would practically be black. So I don't know why anybody would want to make them red, but it might have something to do with this website showing off their cool work. And the tower, there's something weird about the towers, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, I'm going to call this one fake. Yes. What did they say? Oh, I didn't see what it was. I think there were extra towers on it. Okay, here we are on a pig that looks like a mama pig, and the mama pig is definitely ready for mealtime, but the baby's behind her, and they're up against this wall. I mean, there's no reason why this would be fake. This is the problem I have with these, is the motivation. I have a hard time keeping in my head they're just trying to show you what they can do with photographs. Not so much, create something that's going to, get into a magazine or create some fake news or something. So, I don't know about this one. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to call it fake. What the hell? Let's go fake. Wrong. I should have called that one real. I should have called that one. All right, what do we got here? This looks like a desert scene. Definitely the U.S., I would say New Mexico or Arizona. I've also seen parts of Nevada with this reddish kind of dirt. They have Red Rock Canyon up outside Las Vegas, but I guess that's not important. And we've caught this scene here, which looks very typical of summer monsoon in these areas. You get these storms that come in during the summer when it's very hot. They call it a summer monsoon. And you get these really heavy clouds, almost like what they call shelf clouds that come in. And yeah, there's lightning, really normal. All this is really normal. So I would say the only thing weird about this one is the lighting on the road itself, because it doesn't make any sense that we have a dark cloud kind of heading that way, but yet we're still getting a lot of light coming from that direction. And it looks more like, I don't know, either the cloud is cut off or the color temperature of the camera is off, because that's even the wrong color. If the sun was down that far, we would see longer shadows on the rocks in the background. So I think I got this one covered. I think that what they did was they put the cloud in and to do the lightning to enhance this pretty standard road shot. So I'm going to call it fake. Oh, wow, look at that. It was daylight before. Okay, I had to admit, that was a pretty good job from going from complete daylight to a almost night type scene. All right, now we got this hot air balloon thing, and it's floating around in the sky out here. Now, the hot air balloon itself has got this kind of bizarre abstract coloring on it. Now, I don't see any reason why anybody would do that to a balloon. I mean, if they were going to do something, they would put a face or make it look like an animal, but just to put abstract colors, unless you got a lot of time on your hands, you know what I mean? I would say, if anything, they changed the background. Maybe it was a cloudy day, or there was some other reason why they wanted to do a little alteration in the background. So I'm going to, just for the background, I'm going to say fake. Let's see what happens. Ta-da! Oh, wow, look at that. Did you see that? There wasn't a cloud in the sky in the other one. They wanted to add some texture by adding clouds. Okay, whatever. Okay, now we got a raccoon. Okay, raccoon looks like it's at the end of a storm drain of some kind. He's kind of acting very shy. He's got his hand over there. Lighting looks consistent. Is it logical to find a raccoon in a place like this? Yes, they love to hide. And would he be looking at the camera? Yeah, why not? Telephoto lens. Okay, I'm calling this one real. Let's see what happens. Aha, game over. Let's see, how do we do? 11 out of 15, 73%. I thought I did better than that. I mean, come on, 73? That's not even a B. I mean, I should be able to at least get a B. I'm supposed to be good at this. But I don't know. On the other hand, 11 out of 15. It's not that bad. But anyway, listen, if they put out a new one, we'll do this again. But it was a lot of fun, and I hope we can find some more of these. I'll see you next time.